Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs, guys. So this is the topic today. I'm going to cover that what do you mean by hash map and why hash map is so important. Okay, in terms of Java collection. Okay, so let's start. So guys, hash map, as we know that it stores the value on the basis of key and value pair format. Okay, and hash map is a class which extends abstract map and which implements map interface. Okay, so it's a part of the map family. It implements map interface. Okay, so let's create a class. I'm going to hash map concept. Okay, this is very important topic, guys. Hash map topic. And let me have this inside the main method. So first of all, that Java HashMap class implements the map interface. So as we know that HashMap is a class which implements, okay, map interface according to the map family, and it inherits abstract map class. It means it extends one class is there in between. That class is called abstract map. Okay, cool. Now the important points that always remember whenever at the time of interview people are asking you, okay, what do you mean by hash map? So a couple of points that about the hash map, you have to tell that it contains only unique elements. Okay, it contains only and only unique elements. Second pointer, okay, HashMap contains values on the basis of the key and value pair format. Okay, it stores the values in the form of key and value pair. Very simple that we will have one key and on that particular key we will associate one value. Okay, and one important thing, don't be confused that okay, it may have one null key. It is allowed and multiple null values you can store, guys, in HashMap. Later on, I'll cover HashTable also, which is the competitor of HashMap, and I'll tell you what exactly the difference between these two. One more thing that it does, it maintains no order. There is no order that that on the basis of indexing or something like that, it stores the value. It is not like that. Okay, so the coding wise, if you implement very simple that in terms of HashMap, okay, so what exactly you have to do? You just need to create the object of HashMap. So simple, right? HashMap, okay. And in HashMap, you have to write the bracket like this, and you have to write that what exactly the key and value pair format. So let's see my value. Okay, key will be okay in the form of wrapper class. You have to write integer, comma, and my value will be string. Create the map object. Let's see map, or maybe hash map is equal to simple object reference new, okay, hash map, and again integer comma string. Okay, and this particular hash map, guys, you have to import from java.util package. And quickly, we have different methods. Very simple method. If you want to store any value, simple hm.put method is there with the help of this particular hm reference. Let's see, my key will be on key number 1, okay, because key is integer. Let's see, the value is selenium, okay. And let's see, I'm putting hm.put. Let's see on key number 2, so the value will be, let's see, qdp, okay. Same thing, hm.put, key will be 3 and the value will be, let's see, test complete, something like this. Okay, so 3 values I have entered. Now if you want to fetch the value from this particular hash map, you have to use, guys, one concept that is called entry set and entry concept. You have to use. So simple, how to use? Simple, you have to use. Okay, first let's see, you want to fetch the value from the specific key. So you have to use hm.get method is there and pass the key. If I'm passing 1, hm.get1, it will return Selenium. So if you run it, see, Selenium is getting printed, right? Similarly, system.out.println, if I'm passing hm.get, I'm passing the key is, let's see, 4. But 4 does not exist. There is no key that is 4. So it will give you none. Simple. It will not give you any exception, that array out of bound exception or something like that, because it does not store the value on the basis of indexes. So it will give you null. Okay. Now, if you want to print all the values of HashMap, simple, you have to use for loop like this. Okay. And then we have one method map dot entry interface you have to use like this, map dot entry. Okay. In a simple way, you can write like this. I'll show you. Map dot entry. Okay. And give some reference. Let's see, n is the reference from this particular entry set you have to create. So this is the hm dot entry set method you have to use like this. Okay, so map dot entry and entry set you have to use like this, and just see. Okay, change to, let's see, entry. I'll use like this, or you can use like this also. Instead of map dot entry, you can use entry map also. And simple, what you have to do, system dot out dot println m dot get key. What exactly the, let's say I want to print all the values, because it does not store the value on the basis of indexes. It's not like that it's 0 and then this is 1 and this is 2. That's why you have to use entry and entry set. Okay, so this is the entry you have to use, okay, which is representing map.entry. One reference I have created. On the basis of reference, hm.entry set will store the complete values which are available in this particular hash map. Okay, so it will iterate one by one. So m dot get key now. So with the help of this particular m dot get key, so it will use the, okay, these are the keys. It will iterate these keys. Okay, and let's say I'm printing like this, plus space plus m dot, okay, m dot get value. Okay, so if you run this program, see what will happen. It's printing 1 Selenium, 2 QTP, and 3 test complete like this. So always remember that how to iterate HashMap. We can iterate HashMap like this. Okay. Similarly, we have remove method also. It's available in HashMap. Let's see, I have written hm dot put on fourth value. Let's see, the value is available RFT. Okay, and I want to remove something. So how will you remove? Simple, you have to use hm dot remove method, and which key you want to remove? I want to remove the fourth key. Okay, so let's see, I want to remove the third key. Now if you want to fetch, now if you try to print a complete hm object like this, hm also you can print, and it will store the values like this: 1 equal to Selenium, 2 equal to QTP, and 4 equal to RFT, and 3 is gone. Okay, so it does not maintains the order. It's not like that, okay, 4 will be shifted to the third number or something like that, because the key is very specific. It's not like that if you remove this, okay, third key, this entire, okay, set you have removed, it does not mean that, okay, this 4 RFT will be shifted to 3. It is not like that. That particular 3, okay, this particular thing will be blank now. It does not store any value in that position. So it does not shift, okay, the key and value pair format to the specific thing. So always remember hm.remove, you can store like this. And before remove, if you print system.out.println hm, okay, so before removal it was like this, and after removal the third number is gone. 3 equal to test complete is gone. Now it's printing like this. Okay, so this is also, you can do that. Some as I told you that some Java object also you can store. That's like we have created, let's see, I'll create this employee.java. Okay, in employee.java I have 3 variable: name, age, and department. I have created one constructor. Okay, I'm initializing the value of name, age, and department with these, okay, values that I've already explained so many times in my linked list concept also, and array list concept also. So how to use in HashMap? So it's very simple how to use it HashMap. Okay, so Java HashMap with, if you want to store the employee, okay, references over there. So what you have to do, it's nothing. I'll create one more map object, HashMap object like this. So you can create the HashMap object, one more HashMap. Okay, I want that, okay, that integer or something like that. Let's say the employee information is like this: name, age, and department. Right? Name, age, and department I have written like this. So what exactly you can do? Let's see the first employee like this, employee number one. Okay, and then what kind of employees are there? So employee reference I'll be using like this. Employee class name I'll be using like this. Let's see, my object name is emp is equal to new HashMap, and then I'll be using again integer comma employee. Okay, simple, very simple. Employee is coming. This is the employee class. Okay, in employee class I have name, age, and department. So I want that, okay, let's see, 10 employees are there. So employee 1, employee information, employee 2, employee information, like this. And that particular employee information, we have all these three things: name, age, and department. So how to do such kind of thing? It's a very famous interview. Okay, question. Now I'll create multiple employees by creating the employee class object. So let's see, my first class is, first employee is e1 is equal to new employee, and I initialize the constructor. Okay, so what kind of constructor it is? In constructor we have to pass name, age, and department. So let's see, the name is Tom, age is, let's see, 25, and the department is, let's see, admin. Okay, I'll define two more employees. Let's see, e1, e2, and let's see, this is Peter. Peter is around 26 years, and the department is QA. Okay, and then e3, and let's see, Steve, and age is 27, and department is dev department, like this. Now with the help of this particular emp, what I'll do, simple, emp dot put method I'll be using. What exactly the key? My key is on first employee because my key is integer. Okay, I'll store even, like this also you can store. Okay, and I'll add all three on the different key, 1, 2, and 3, e1, e2, and e3. So I have stored these three employees in this particular HashMap object. Now if you want to iterate, I would like to, what exactly I want to do? I want to iterate, or maybe I want to print everything on the console. So simple, or I want to traverse the HashMap. So how will you do that? Simple, I have to use for loop. For, again I'll be using the same concept, that entry m. Okay, and what is my HashMap object name? Emp dot entry set, like this. Okay, emp dot entry set, like this. And then what exactly? First I'll get the key. Okay, so how to get the key? To get the key, simply you have to use m dot get key. So we know that get key will return integer. It will return integer. Why? Because this is, entry is representing m, and m is part of integer comma employee. So you can, more specific, you can write like this: entry, again this entry will be integer comma employee, right? So now this get key will return integer. So I'll store some integer value. Let's see, integer key is equal to this, some variable I have defined like this, right? And then what exactly I'll do? M dot get value. So m dot get value, this is a value, it will return, get value will return employee. So I'll store in some employee reference. Let's see, employee e is equal to this, right? Now what exactly I'll do? Simple. Let's say I'll be printing system.out.println. Okay, this particular key I'll be printing like this key, and I'll append with this one string. Let's see employee info like this. Now see, you will get to know, and then I'll print the values one by one. So how to print the values? Because I know that the entire get value will be stored in this particular E, and this m.get value is representing all these three employees. Why? Because I have written emp.entry set will be stored in this particular m. Okay, and this m.get value we have stored in this particular E. Employee E is the reference. So this particular E is pointing to all these three employee object. So simple. How exactly I'll do? Okay, E dot name. Okay, E dot name, and I'll be using like this E dot name plus E dot age again plus okay, and E dot department name like this, right? And if you now print it, so E dot name will pick first of all E1 Tom 25 admin, then again second time loop will come over here, and then Peter 26 QA, and then Steve 27 dev like this. So every time I'm fetching the value from employee. So guys, this is what you have to learn. Okay, this is the entry set we are using. An entry, okay, is an interface, okay, which is used to traverse the hash map. So now if you run the program, now see the program, the first info, employee number 1 info, it is printing like this. Tom 25 admin, employee number 2 info, Peter 26 QA, employee number 3 info, like this, right? So if you make it more properly, now if I print, see 1 employee number 1, it's printing like this. Or if you want to make it like this, let's say I'll write employee. Okay, now see, so employee 1 info, Tom 25 admin. Or if you want to print like this, see there are different ways you can manipulate, you can adjust accordingly. Employee 1 info, Tom 25 admin. Employee 2 info, Peter 26. Employee 3, Steve 27 dev. Like this you can iterate. Okay, all the class objects also you can do that, right guys? So this is HashMap. One more thing that, okay, HashMap guys is non-synchronized. Very important, okay, that HashMap is non-synchronized. HashMap is non-synchronized means it is used in, if it is used in multi-threading environment or multi-threading concept, if you are using, okay, then more than one thread can access and process the hash map simultaneously. It means there are multiple threads are running on, and then hash map object can be accessed by all the threads. So the performance of the hash map will be increased automatically, because whenever you have to use fast performance system, in that case we have to use hash map. Okay, we don't use hash table because hash table is synchronized, it is thread safe. It means hash table, at a time only one thread can access hash table object, but hash map can be accessible by multiple threads. It means hash map is non synchronized, it is not thread safe. Okay, not thread safe, it means multiple threads can attack. Okay, multi-threading environment, if you want to use, multiple threads are available, and then they want to use multiple users you are creating, and they want to use this particular hash map object, they can access it. Okay, but there is a problem with hash map. The problem is, now see the concept, very important for interview point of view. If you really want to learn how exactly the problem with hash map, I'll explain. Now what is happening, let's see, this is the hash map object I created. Okay, and multiple threads are there. This is the first thread, second thread, third thread, and fourth thread, and I have some value. Let's see, my first value a comma 1 comma a 2 comma b, key and value pair format like this. right? Now this particular thread is accessing this object, this particular thread is accessing the same object, this is also accessing, and this thread also accessing, and one more thread is there also accessing the same object, HashMap object. So at a time, all the threads can access this particular object. But the problem here is, let's see, this particular thread access this particular object, and what exactly this thread does, simultaneously what exactly this thread does, it will remove this particular A, and then it is, okay, make it C. Now the value of value of key number one is C, and the simultaneously this object is also running, and this object, I mean this thread is also running, and this thread also attacking at the same time, exact time. What will happen, this thread is updating the value of 1, okay, from A to C. So A is gone, updated by this particular thread T1, right? This is the T1 and this is T2, thread number T2. Now T2 is trying to access 1, T2 is trying to access this particular 1, okay. Now what will happen, it is expecting A, but he will get C now, because the latest value got updated. So T2 was expecting A, but T2 is getting C now. So simultaneously, you are getting the updated value. If any particular thread updates a specific value, the thread number 2 will get the updated value. This is the biggest problem with HashMap, guys. Okay, so that condition is called fail fast condition. Okay, what do you call fail fast? So the fail fast is whenever you have to iterate the hash map, is a fail fast condition. It means concurrent modification exception will be there. It means concurrently means simultaneously, altogether, if any thread modifies the map or modify the map structure by maybe adding or removing. Let's see, this guy add one more value, okay, 3 comma C or 3 comma D, or removing, let's see, this guy removed 1, let's see, this guy removed 2 from here, and this T3 guy, this T3 thread trying to access 2, but 2 is not available because it got deleted by thread number T2. So that is called fail fast condition. In that case, it will give you concurrent modification exception. If any thread modifies the map structure, or it add or remove the element from that particular object, hash map object, right? Especially in case of remove, okay, this is called fail fast condition or concurrent modification exception you will get. In simple words, fail fast means whenever you are calling that particular hash map, if any modification is happening in between by some other thread, okay, so concurrent modification exception will come into the picture. So always remember, guys, they might ask you at a time of interview, what do you mean by concurrent, okay, exception, concurrent modification exception. So concurrent modification exception means that is called fail fast condition. This is called fail fast condition, guys. Always remember, what do you mean by fail fast condition? Concurrent modification exception will come to the picture when one thread is adding or removing the value, and at the same time concurrently T2 and T3 also trying to access that particular value, but that particular value is gone from the object. Immediately it will give you concurrent modification exception. So this is the biggest problem. Okay, but if you're trying to access, simple get the value. If you want to get the value, simple, T2 is accessing the same value, T2 is accessing the same value without adding and removing. So all the concurrency will happen, that all the objects and all the threads can attack the same object and can get the value. It will serve the value to all the objects. That's why this is called, okay, that's why this is called non-synchronized. It is not synchronized. Synchronized means one by one. If T1 is attacking this particular object, it means once the T1 is not released, okay, T2 and T3 cannot access it. That is called synchronization. Everything is synchronized. Okay, but non-synchronized means all the threads without the problem of synchronization can hit or can access the value from that particular object. So that is the biggest difference between hash table and hash map. I'll tell you in the next chapter that what do you mean by hash table. Okay, so hash table is, guys, always remember, hash table is synchronized and hash map is non-synchronized. And these are the points you have to explain at the time of interview, especially last 2 points. What is non-synchronized, why hash map is non-synchronized, and what is you mean by fail fast condition, and what kind of exception you will get, concurrent modification exception you will get. And always remember that this removal part also. Okay, if you remove, it will not shift the key. Okay, key will be removed completely, it will not shift the key. And as I told you, it contains only unique values. Okay, it contains only unique values and can store at least, okay, may have one null key and multiple null values it can store. Okay, so that's all for today. This is all about HashMap. It's not a rocket science, but in HashMap generally we use for multi-threading, in multi-threading application where we want to improve the performance. In that case, we have to use HashMap. Okay, so I'll tell you what is hash table later on and why we don't use hash table. So if you really want to avoid this particular fail fast condition, in that case you can use concurrent hash map. So there is another concept is called concurrent hash map, which came into the picture, I think, JDK 1.6. Okay, what do you mean by concurrent hash map? So these are the very standard question, guys, like very important and conceptual questions you have to remember. And okay, and then at the time of interview, 100% they might ask such kind of questions. Okay, so thank you so much, and that's all for this particular topic. Let me know if you have any issues. And guys, this is again my channel name, Naveen Automation Labs. Okay, you can have a look, and there are a number of collections videos I've already uploaded. Okay, and I'll keep uploading number of other Java concepts, Selenium and automation concepts, and the Java concepts with respect to collections. So let me know if you have any issue, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel, guys. There are a number of videos are coming in future with respect to Java, Selenium, and other automation tools and technologies also. Very soon I'll be starting Python, so immediately you will be notified about it. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for liking, and please like the video and share with your friends. Thank you so much, guys.